Last week was probably one of the best examples of you can't let your highs be too high, you can't let your lows be too low. The Cowboys came out versus the Saints and got smacked, but they still have 15, 16 games left. It's not the end of the season. Also, when I look at this Ravens game, they're 0-2 for a reason. They've put things on film that I think the Cowboys can attack if they come out there and play their brand of football. The world is not falling. The sky is not falling. The Cowboys need to come out here, play good football. I've seen things from Lamar Jackson. While, yes, he is a great player, MVP player, I've seen things that the Cowboys can't attack, that this offense can't attack versus Ravens defense. And I want to talk about it because I do have 5 reasons, and I think the Cowboys actually will win this game if they play their brand of football. Let's talk about it. What's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy, Foots the King. Thank you always for liking, sharing, subscribing, getting this content out to you. I got a couple ways that the Cowboys can attack the Ravens. And when I say attack, when you play the Saints, you got attacked all game. From the line of scrimmage to the run game to their passing game, you got attacked. I think the Cowboys have to adapt that mindset and go out and attack the Ravens and bring the fight to them. I think they need to score early. They need to score first. Keep the pressure on Lamar. Keep the pressure on that defense, which right now I don't think is that good. And I think that I don't think the back end is that good. And I think that the Cowboys can actually win this game. But before we get to this actual breakdown, thank you, BetUS, for sponsoring this channel. Listen, YouTube code, promo code, YouTube150, all your betting needs. You get 150% off, 150% bonus bet, up to $2,000 with BetUS. The Cowboys-Raven game, pick them again. 2 teams kind of in the balance early, very early. So you got 2 teams that are kind of battling right now. And I think that if you I don't know which way I would go betting-wise with this game, but I do think that the Cowboys can win. So hopefully you guys kind of take that, go play that, and any other plays you have, BetUS can take care of you. BetUS, 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 all your betting needs. Make sure you talk to and check out BetUS. Then the website is just phenomenal. All right, as we talk about this Ravens-Cowboys game, I got to be honest with you, the first thing that came to me was make Lamar Jackson a passer. And I think he's a decent passer, but there's times on film where he's inaccurate. Early in that Ravens game, he had a big miss to Mark Andrews. I think that his mechanics sometimes are all over the place, and I never liked Lamar's arm strength. And I think it's adequate for the NFL, but I don't think that he has the type of arm that, he can just make these crazy throws. Another issue with the Ravens right now, while I'm saying you make him a passer and you kind of contain him in that way, is their offensive line just isn't good. Like, when you're rotating right tackles and right guards and you're kind of still having a battle early in the season, that's not great. And it's affecting their run game and it's affecting their pass protection. There was a loop late in the game. Max Crosby came free. Some of this stuff is what the Cowboys can attack. Now, here's the difference. The Saints have a good O-line, and they also max protect a lot, and they kept Derek Carr on time. When you keep a player like that on time, he's going to make throws. What you don't want to do with Lamar Jackson is let him run around, extend plays, and break contain. I think that if he's playing on time and he's making throws versus secondary, because the truth of the matter is, outside of Likely and Zay Flowers, it's really not much. Mark Andrews doesn't look the same, and Rashad Bateman is more like a possession guy. So I don't look at their weapons and say, oh, man, this is a team. Like, Zay Flowers is really good, but I don't look at him and say this is a team that can just kill you in the air. They want to play on schedule. They want to run the ball, use play action, and then let Lamar use his legs, and they want to have a little bit of all of that. If you make him a passer, I think that's the route that the Cowboys need to take in order to try to win this game. Number 2, and this is the most important one for me, Jake Ferguson has to play, and he has to play well. The Ravens have allowed the second most receiving yards to tight ends. They don't guard tight ends well for whatever reason. I do like Kyle Hamilton, but their safety play outside of Kyle Hamilton just isn't great. Their corner play to me right now just isn't great, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Jake Ferguson needs to play, and he needs to play well. Schoonmaker actually had a decent game, so if you can get both of those guys playing well, I think that the Cowboys have a really good shot to attack them. Even if the run game isn't hitting, you still have a shot to attack them, and that's really what I want to see. So I'm going to be watching Jake Ferguson. Hopefully he's healthy enough to play. Even if he's not, you need something from Schoonmaker. You need something from the middle of the field to keep those guys honest. Number 3, attack Marlon Humphreys. It is what it is. CeeDee Lamb is going to be the best athlete on the field during this game. Attack Marlon Humphreys. I remember a game 2 or 3 years back where Jamar Chase just went completely crazy on Marlon Humphreys, and that was when Marlon Humphreys was in his prime. I think he's actually coming out of his prime, and one of the issues that Marlon Humphreys has to me is if he can't get hands on you and he can't bully you, then it's a long day for him, especially if you're a guy like CeeDee Lamb who's in that Jamar Chase vein as far as really good after the catch, really physical. You're not just gonna bully CeeDee Lamb. And so to me, if you can get CeeDee Lamb going early, I think that's another route, that's another roadmap to. I'm throwing the ball at Marlon Humphreys. What he's put on film. I want to attack Marlon Humphreys for sure. Number 4, and this one sounds like it's cliche, but bro, your quarterback, Dak Prescott, needs to play better. Like, he needs to go out and win this game. He needs to go out and score early. The Ravens allow the 4th most passing completions and then 8th most passing attempts to quarterbacks. Dak is a good quarterback. It's still early. There was no preseason, but like, bro, Dak needs to go out there and have a Dak-type game. Like, he needs to play good football. Dak needs to go out there, 7 points. 7 points. 3. Now it's 17-7 or 17-10. Now the Ravens even attempt at a run game is null and void. Null and void. You can't run the ball. And then this goes back to my point 1. Now Lamar has to be a passer. Now interceptions happen. Now their offense is more predictable. This isn't the Shanahan tree that everybody's scared of. This is Todd Monken, who just came from Georgia. So you have an opportunity to stress them if you get a lead. The Cowboys need to get a lead, and Ford needs to play well. Ford needs to play well, and I think that he will. Number 5, and this is one that's just been a nauseating talk when it's the D tackles, the linebacker play. I think that your D tackles are who they are. Like, I just don't expect Mozzie Smith to have a good game or be just this guy. I think he's just going to be in there this year, and next year they're just going to have to address the position in some way. But I do believe that DeMarvion Overshown, Maris Lewis-Fowle, Eric Kendricks, all of these linebackers in there need to play better. Like, they have to have the game. Demo, you have to spy Lamar. You have to deal with these things. And as I show and watch Derrick Henry, I'm watching him run the ball. It's not hitting the same. So all of their C-gap runs, and I'll show them on the screen, Derrick Henry's not really stressing you in that way. Like, he's not busting through the second level of the defense. He's not running past people. If we rally to the ball and tackle, we will stop the Ravens' run game. It's just that simple. But you have to rally to the ball and tackle. Then you get them in 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, whatever it is, 3rd and 8. Then that's when the plan comes in of make him sit in the pocket, keep DeMarvion Overshown in his. He needs to be just staring Lamar Jackson in the eyes all game. Wherever you go, I go. You live with what you get on the outside. But wherever he goes, I go. And then you spy him. And then, because I will say this, Lamar Jackson is a one-on-one. So you're not going to use Trey Lance to get ready for him. You literally have to keep somebody and keep eyes on him and rush him a certain way. That's why he's 20-1 versus teams in the NFC, because you haven't played him. Like, teams haven't played him, so they really don't know what they're getting into. But I do think you have a secret weapon in a guy like Demo who has that speed, has that closing speed, and can do some of those things. So all in all, man, I feel really good about this game. I'm just tired of the doom and gloom. I know what to expect from our D tackles, but I do think that our linebackers can and will improve. So let's go, man. Like, let's go. Let's go. Let's have a good game. It's your boy Foots. Thank you, BetUS, for sponsoring this video. It's your boy Foots. You guys let me know, what are your keys to beating the Ravens, and do you guys even think we have a chance? I think we do. Peace.